I like that mid-long game. Going into Mutas, Brute Lords. He really likes to play with his Mutas.
Hey. We got some Melle fanboys here.
Oh, cool.
Nice phone number, guys. So in case anyone who don't read Dutch, it says, Melle, you're allowed to call us, or just call us. They wrote it anyway, so it rhymes. And then a 0906 number, which is, I think, mostly reserved for erotic voice phone call lines.
And then behind there is lead.
Yeah, of
so,
course.
yeah, it's kind of...
Very exciting phone line to call if you're a gamer, I suppose.
yeah. Go ahead, guys. Go for it.
You know, I really like people like showing up and supporting the local scenes, supporting local players, even if it's, you know, like a kind of a joke kind of way, because we had these kind of signs and these cheerfuls at previous events as well. It was always a lot of fun. All right, so we're just kind of waiting for Game 3 to get started. We have to wait regardless, because Melle is going to be in this next series that we'll be casting, and I'm really looking forward to that. And we're just kind of waiting about for both of them to be ready up. Can you tell me more about Riquiz's playstyle? Because I think I've played against him myself like once, but I'm not familiar with his PvC or ZVP at all.
I'm not very familiar with his ZVP. In ZVT and ZVZ, he very much likes to play Mutas, so I think we could see some Spire play. I'm not completely sure. Could also be Roach Ravager all in, because he likes to do that sometimes as well, especially because it's quite good versus Protoss.
All right, here we go. Riquiz versus Melle, game number 3.
There we go, guys.
We have this. I promised our All right, here we are at Stasis LE. We have in the top left, representing Team E-Wolves. He is the blue Zerg. He is Riquiz.
Give us some who in chat, guys. And in the top right of Stasis, we have our red Protoss. It's Melle, playing for MCon Esports.
As you can hear, he's the one who's brought some very dedicated fans, the ones we saw earlier, I suppose. Now that's what I call...
Oh, there we go! We have a Forge. So what we probably gonna see is, well, not just your normal cannon rush, but more likely it's gonna be some proxy robo, at least. I think that's still in the meta.
I have this feeling like these two have been going at it cheesy-wise for a while, because Riquiz went pull first and then set out a drone scout, so he's really anticipating something from Melle here, I think. And he's going to spot that Forge, but Melle is actually banking quite a bit of minerals. He's got a probe as natural, so I feel like this is going to be a quick expand. Oh, but Riquiz just gets there in time in order to annoy and block it for a bit. It doesn't stay for all that long. Oh, it just goes back in there. Wow. Really nice, annoying player by Riquiz.
So Melle really wanted to go for a proxy robo, but because of the pull first, he didn't go for it, because that would be quite easily beaten by a pull first.
Yeah, I think it's really up to Riquiz now to respond to whatever Melle is doing, and that's a hidden gold base. Nice. So Riquiz really, I really wonder if this is the series that we've been missing out on, so to speak, because I love this kind of cheesy play. It's so fun to cast, and Riquiz really is gonna have to. Oh, here comes the probe.
He's gonna see it.
Oh man, these two know what they're up to. These guys have been going at it all day. It seems like, because Melle just gets the perfect scout off. Riquiz takes a third. Oh, is natural, of course. And now it's up to Melle to respond, because you cannot let Zerg just sit on there for on three bases with a gold base and just go ham on drones, right?
No, you really cannot. That would be a really bad thing to do. But he won't really be able to go in and do some scouting inside because of the cannon. And of course the probe that's on hold right now.
Yeah, I'm really wondering what Melle's his response is going to be to this. Like, you don't really want Riquiz to just sit on that, but going for that Forge first expand really limits your abilities to really react or be aggressive or do a quick push with whatever you have. He really needs to build up his tech first, get a couple gateways, get some units out. He might be able to poke a bit here, of course, with an Adept or a Stalker. But you know, already Riquiz has got a queen out there. Isn't spreading any creep, right? I'm not quite sure if he's going to connect those. He's transferring drones, that's for sure. That's a good move. But yeah, really, Riquiz really needs to do his due diligence when it comes to scouting. One of his overlords is right now in the main of Melle, trying to get a good scout off to try and see what kind of tech Melle's going. Right now, we already know that is Stargate, but I don't think Riquiz is going to see that.
He's going to see it in time.
You think?
Yeah, I think he's going to see it just in time. Can we check?
Oh,
no.
It just didn't.
Very close.
Close
that's
enough.
Very good for Melle.
Yeah, that's very good, because now he can just build an oracle. I think, yeah, he's already getting spores, so yeah, I think Melle is, you know,
he's anticipating.
Yeah, he anticipated that really well. And at this point, you know, it's a lot easier for him to afford oracles or afford spores as well. So I guess he just wants to play safe because he has a lack of information. He sees no third from Melle. No third really indicates that, you know, something really is bound to happen, because if Melle had taken third at this point, which he could, like he could technically have tried to take a third and just try to, you know, stay the toe-to-toe economy-wise, but yeah, that's not happening.
Also a fun fact, he doesn't have... now it's finished. Speed is just finished.
Yeah, like this was an eco game. We both thought at the start, like, oh man, what's this going to be? Is this a cheese fest? But no, it's a quick goal, and Riquiz now once again taking map control, trying to get rid of this adept, playing ring around the rosy with this Zelnaga tower, and he just takes out the adept. It was very close there. Oh, here comes the oracle actually. Kills no drones. That's 0. Oh, 2 kills actually. There we go. I was worried there for a second. So he gets a few drones, but not, you know, the one on the base you kind of want. And the oracle actually took a lot of damage, so I'm not sure how much use it's going to be from this point on. Second Stargate
so
and a fleet beacon.
What we're indeed gonna see is the Tempest play.
Oh, you called it. Nice. Yeah. I've never seen. I don't think I've seen a lot of play on this map then, because man, Tempest play still seems so unorthodox to me. Do you think he's gonna do like a push, or is he just gonna annoy the natural with it?
I think he's gonna harass in the natural. Like between the natural and the main, you can go in the air and go in between the two of them quite easily, because they changed the Tempest speed.
Yeah. Oh man, this Void Ray already getting quite a few kills. You know, what I'm seeing here from Melle, at least the idea I'm getting, is that he's not afraid at all of Riquiz getting that gold base. You know, he's just gonna let him, and he's just gonna play his own game. He's gonna fry some drones with this Spore Crawler. He's gonna get 2 Tempest at the same time. You know, that's really gonna be his game plan. It looks like. Ooh, loses the Oracle.
Loses the Oracle as well.
Yeah. So yeah, I kind of like this play from Melle. It also oozes quite a bit of confidence. The most important part for him, of course, is that he needs to be able to hold this third. You know, so he's getting 3 photon cannons. He's getting +1 air upgrades. He's holding the Void Ray back at home as well. I think he's really anticipating a push here from Riquiz. And looking at Riquiz's production tab, that could very well be in the works.
I wonder why he didn't make his Hydra.
Yeah, there's no Hydra in yet, or any specific anti-air, except for Spore Crawler. Yeah. Man, like, and he's just one-shotting these drones here with the Tempest. While you're right, it's a really good, really efficient tool. At the same time, Riquiz actually just bearing down on this third base, kills 3 proto cannons like it's nothing. There's 1 Spore Crawler. He's actually pulled the queens here as well for this push, and oh man, I think his timing on this attack is just about perfect. Oh man, these Ravagers are now forcing the Delta High Ground. Good force fields.
I think he might have enough Tempest to deal with it.
Yeah, he really needs to use all the transfuses. Loses 1 queen already. These Tempests do so much damage here, though, to the massive units. I think Riquiz's goal here should not be to win, but to kill the natural. And maybe take the map again. And if he can, well, actually carriers are out as well. This, I'm sorry, but I think the ZVP meta has kind of changed since I last watched this. Oh
yeah,
man.
It's changed quite a bit because there's a new patch out. And a lot has changed.
Oh my god. Okay, so Riquiz once again forcing his way here into natural, trying to kill as much tech as possible. Melle is actually supply blocked right now because of the amount of pylons that have died. Is warping in a few more. Lynx finally going into the natural of Melle, killing as many probes as possible. He's just going to run him away. And now it's just roaches, no more anti-air. And I think Melle is definitely going to hold.
Good hold by Melle.
Oh man.
Very Very, very well done, Melle.
It's just, you know, it's 8 minutes into the game and there's carriers out. Like, huh? I thought it was a late game unit, but
He really has to push now, though.
yeah, he has to really capitalize on this advantage. And at the same time, Riquiz is making roaches, so I guess he figured he wasn't going to be able to, you know, win this game in the air, and he's just gonna maybe go for a counter attack. Oh, here's the Hydra then.
The Hydra then is started. But I think it might be a little too late.
Yeah, like the main question is, how do you kill those Tempests? Well, I think you don't.
Unless he gets a very good Ravager piles off.
Yeah, he's going. He's just making roaches to get more Ravagers, of course. Trying to hold them back, but good control here from Melle. That's all he's got to do, really. He's got to focus fire the right units. Ooh, loses his Void Ray. Not that big of a deal, but a bit of a shame. And now it's back and forthing over this gold base. Riquiz finally takes another base so he can you know, get some more income. Melle is restoring his economy as well, and yeah, he's got a stranglehold on Riquiz here.
Already 6 Hydras being made. I think it might be a little too late, but it's not completely sure. It depends on if he's gonna push out to the natural or if he's gonna focus on killing the bases around the natural.
Oh man, this
Very
counter
good run
attack.
base.
It's a good counter attack here by Riquiz, but he's not really focusing the Nexus as much as he should. Oh, actually it takes a bit of damage there from the spores, not something you want. But this counter attack from Riquiz has actually been deflected. Yeah, I think Riquiz only has really one shot. He needs to catch these Tempests out of position somehow, some way. But Melle is doing a really good job of making use of the dead air around the bases of Riquiz to not get caught.
And he really needs those Hydras, so he cannot lose the Hydras. He already lost one. He cannot lose anymore.
Oh, nice pick off there once again. Yeah.
2 more carriers almost finished.
Yeah, this is just really hard here for Riquiz. Like, he's stuck on tier 2 tech. He can't go Corruptor because he doesn't have the money for it. Just got his 3rd base finish and he's just making Hydras. But the annoying part is Hydras just pop out and they almost get one shot here by the Tempest. Melle doing a good job dodging these biles because really that's his key to victory. You know, taking out the static defense and try to avoid the army of Riquiz as much as possible. It's almost like a checkmate situation here.
Also look at the supply.
Yeah.
It's just incredible.
Yeah, of course.
Riquiz has 31 workers against a Protoss with 43 workers by now. That's not good.
I'm not sure, but I think Melle picked this map.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think a Zerg would ever want to willingly go through this. And man, that's rough. Like his attack was really good, but just not.
Counter attack though.
Yeah, that's.
He has everything in his natural blood. He's pulling everything away. He sees the counter attack coming.
Yeah, man, 1 DT would just stop this. Yeah, carry is already in position here to defend this. Has to dodge as many balls as possible. 3 carries might actually not be enough here, but the Hydra count is just. I think it's just not enough Hydras. Like, look at them.
Yeah. There's just not enough by Riquiz.
And here comes the Protoss Golden Armor bearing down on this small Zerg force, getting absolutely crushed. And there is the GG. Melle takes this, and we hear, yeah, there we go. There's the cheeky smile.
Very good game.
Well played by him for sure. All right, well, that was something. And the cool thing is we're going to see more of Melle, you guys. Because after this game, it's another best 3 featuring him.